You don't have to be an avid watcher of the NBA to know who Shaquille O'Neal is. He's made one massive name for himself out in the world. Now, this NBA legend has revealed his incredible body transformation. And wow, is he absolutely shredded. Shaq is jacked, and seriously jacked. He looks better than ever. The NBA star retired in 2011, but recently he's transformed his body into an absolute unit. This 7-foot 1-inch man once tipped the scales at 181 kilograms, or 400 pounds. And a recent clip of him shows how shredded he looks for a man of his size. This video's gone viral and has been viewed 10 million times on Instagram alone. On top of that, it's racked up 1 million likes, and fans have been flocking to the comments to praise Shaq, and for good reason. In the footage, the 4-time NBA champ whips off his shorts before sitting down on a lat pull-down machine. He then effortlessly moves an insane amount of weight, completing a full set with relative ease. It's hard to make out how many kilos he's lifting, but it's a lot. After Shaq finishes the set, he stands up and flexes into the camera, showing off his chiseled six-pack abs. When he posted the video, people loved it. Even Michael B. Jordan dropped a comment and said, "Yes, sir." Pro bodybuilder Jesse James West also commented and said that they should train together. This massive transformation might be hinting at a return to basketball in the Big Three League, but we can't confirm anything. Now, throughout Shaq's decorated career, many people, including his former teammate Kobe Bryant, often questioned his work ethic on the court. But since retiring, Shaq's been proving that this was all a myth, and he's clearly taking his fitness seriously. He even said that Charles Barkley was his inspiration to get into the gym. He likes to create crazy motivation. He was looking at himself and that Charles Barkley retirement body, and he didn't want his stomach to hang over his belt anymore. So he decided to get slim. He said he was 401 pounds, and now he's 365, with the goal to be back at 345. He wants to have muscles everywhere and do underwear ads with his sons. So we all know that Shaq loves to shit talk. He's an NBA player after all, and he's talked a lot of smack about a lot of players. If O'Neal ever decides he wants to play in the Big Three, there will be a lot of players looking to rough him up. But with his new extremely solid body, he won't make it easy for him. And that's exactly what we want to see. We hope that this body change is enough for Shaq to consider playing in the Big Three. Shaq did say that his dream team would be able to squash Jordan's team. O'Neal believes that he, LeBron James, and the late great Kobe Bryant can easily sweep the Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Hakeem Olajuwon team. The 6 players have all won multiple championships in different eras.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship
and are considered to be some of the greatest players in the sport's history. Shaq is arguably the most dominant player of all time.
Go! Rebound O'Neal. He's going to put it on the floor again. No look to Bowie.
He and Bryant had one devastating partnership in the late 90s and early 2000s. This was after Jordan's dominant era with the Bulls came to an end in 1998. That LA Lakers team of Bryant and O'Neal was the last team to win 3 straight NBA titles. Between the two superstars, they won a total of 9 rings. Olajuwon is considered to be the best foreign player in the NBA's history after his 2 dominant years with the Houston Rockets in the mid-90s, where he won 2 rings. Bird went back and forth with Magic Johnson in the 1980s and walked away with 3 titles. LeBron has dominated this century and won 4 NBA titles. He's also the only active player on this list. Jordan is considered by many to be the sport's all-time best player, thanks to his dominant period with the Bulls. His impact is still being felt now, and he has inspired so many basketball players across the world. Now, in a hypothetical matchup, James and Jordan will surely guard each other. Bryant and Bird would likely face off against one another, while Shaq and Olajuwon would go head-to-head down low in what would be a mouth-watering showdown. If they were all in their prime, it would have been one hell of a match. And even without Bryant, we think they could add someone to the team that could really give Jordan a tough time. But who do you think that could be? If Shaq does want to play in the league, we'll be sitting on top of the screen to see him go against Jordan. Now, the Big Three has seen a lot of big former NBA stars, like Charles Oakley, for example. This 59-year-old is one brilliant player with stats of 9.7 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. He played for 19 NBA seasons and is considered to be one of the best rebounders ever. Sadly, he didn't get to shine in the Big Three league, but he is a player coach, so he deserves to at least be named on the list of players who were in the Big Three.
Jordan leads his team in steals. Behind the back to Oakley. Michael Jordan with a steal and an assist on the same.
Now we'll add Rashad Lewis. The 43-year-old stats are 15 points per game with 5 rebounds. He's an NBA champion and two-time NBA All-Star. Lewis played for 17 NBA seasons, and he's one of the best three-point shooters ever.
18 seconds to go. Lewis for three. It's good. Lewis from downtown. It's back to one.
His ability to stretch the floor and extend defenses as a small ball power forward was ahead of his time. At 6'10", he could defend at least 3 different positions during his prime and can still switch any screen in Big Three play. There are a lot of great players who played or coached in the Big Three league, but we would still love to see Shaq finally join in and show these guys what he can do, especially now after his massive muscle gain. And since Ice Cube's league is talking about selling some of its teams, it's the perfect time for him to jump in. There are negotiations going on to sell some of the 12 teams to outside investors in a shift to the franchise model used in the NBA and other major sports leagues. Since the start, the league has owned all 12 of the teams, but that can all change soon. And we all know Shaq isn't afraid to drop a few pesos when he wants to. Maybe he could be one of these so-called investors. There are so many different things happening in the NBA world, and if Shaq returns to the game, it would be a welcome sight. But if he doesn't, we love seeing him happy with his new body. If he does come back, we'd enjoy seeing him on the court again, even if it's only in half-court competition, where teams try to reach 50 points, and you must win by at least 2 points with a 14-second shot clock.
He nearly caught Rashard Lewis sleeping there on that inbounds play. Steps back, knocks it down. Sweet.
It would be great to see him go against the former NBA stars in a 3-versus-3 match. But if he doesn't, we wish him the best. Now, tell us what you think. What do you think about Shaq's transformation? And should we expect to see him in the Big Three league? Would his dream team be able to beat Jordan's? What if they were all in their primes? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
All right, 45 minutes up. Time to switch machines.
That's it, 45 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
Look how that went. That was nice.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm hanging in. I appreciate you checking on me, though.